Hello everyone and welcome to Seasonal Watch. Today we're watching Platinum and episode 22. We're almost at the end. I think this is a 24 episode series. I probably should check after this, but either way it's close to the end because it's definitely too cool. Even if we can see in the story, because right now all the remaining candidates are in the stadium. On one side we have Professor Yoneda and oh my god, I did remember the kid's name before. Nakaomi, I think that's the name. Professor Yoneda Nakaomi on one side, which Nakaomi has a red arrow by Yoneda. On the other side, we have Mirai, Saki, and Yuri. They also have the two cops. I keep thinking it's Honda, but it's not Honda. I cannot remember his name. Oh, the two cops. We know who they are. No need to give names. We know they have red arrow. No, actually, we know they have wings. The girl has a red arrow because she used on the guy. I imagine he also has a red arrow. So while they're not in the fight, I feel like they're gonna be able to help us out. Which, by the way, they're gonna be doing a fight because Yoneda is against having a god. So his idea is gonna get rid of all candidates, including himself. And for that he has to get rid of all but one. And then him and that person have to shoot each other at the almost the exact same time. And he even did the testing to see how long the arrow lasts. They tried to convince Yoneda, even the cop guy, but he explained, like, it's not that he doesn't like to bother others. It's that by bothering others, they'll be talking to you, and he's very antisocial. So in the end, it's more about bothering himself. Others bothering him. We had him using the red arrow on the Prime Minister so that he could accelerate the process so they could get this stadium here with no civilians outside of those chip ops. But yeah, I think that's all. There wasn't anything major, right? I think. Anyway, we're gonna watch. As a reminder, this is a timer reaction, which means you sync up your own version of mine and we'll watch it together. I'll try to add some scenes here and there, but don't expect too much. With that being said, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. We're already at this point, huh? Wait, was it Nakaomi on the floor there as well? Okay, so that was his imagining things. Oh, so Yuri's not beside Mirai and Saki. She's on the other side with the cops. Yeah. True. Like, what you think about now is not necessarily what's gonna happen when you become one.
クリーチャーについて分かっているのは、誰もならなければ今いる偽の神はあと790日で死ぬということ。
So it's been about 209 days, huh?
死すら人間には伝わらないということだ。
この神選びの期限999日が神の寿命とリンクしてるなんて初めて。
It makes sense, to be honest.
神が人間に直接意志を伝えられないのは真実だが。
ムニがデタラメ教えてるのかも。
Oh, Moody feeding him lies. That's an interesting thing to think about. I mean, there's a reason why it's sci-fi, because it's kind of like futuristic, but at one point we get close to that.
時間だ。その概念を超越し時を司ることだ。未来を知る、未来を見ること。言い換えれば究極の予測。それは必ず。
Would that really be prediction though?
しかし、やがて全ての人間が全ての未来を知ることができたとき、人間は絶望する。
But how will humanity be able to just know the future? Oh, I forgot that he's all about this predetermined path stuff. I got enough of that in Suikoden. I did not want to hear more about that stuff. But curious theory on extinction. NASA is happy that he's coming around to that.
レッドがクリーチャーになるか、それを私が止めるか。レッドと私の二人だけで話をさせてもらえないか。
構わない。
レッドがそう言うなら。
弓木、3人と一緒に待機だ。場所は？
僕たちがさっきまでいた迎賓館でいいんじゃないですか。
ああ。
室長。
Oh. Okay, so they're kind of going to an enemy territory with Nakaomi, Yuri, Saki, and Yumiki. Meanwhile, Mirai, Yoneda, it's not Honda, it's... I'm gonna try to remember his name during this opening. Ah, why can't I remember his name? No. I really cannot remember his name. I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not finding it. Yeah, no. I failed. I was not able to remember in time. Oh, what I want to talk. Apparently, the cop's not there.
たとえそれが博士の言う偽であっても、俺が神になったことで死のうと思う人はいない。逆に神候補の誰かが神にならない。
Yeah, because he cares about everyone's lives rather for them to live, to keep their lives.
一人でも多くの人が生き、幸せに。これが未来君の望み。
Yeah. It started with him finding his own happiness, and then started spreading into as many as possible. Of course. His true principles in life. Hating others and finding happiness. Not hating others, rather. But not... Oh. In your case, sure, but not everyone's like that. As a human being, that's... Yeah, people that don't know him. Kind of interesting that we still have a look at them. Like, I guess they're our view on the general public of people we know. And we never seen Nakomi's brother anymore, huh? Because Yoneda would have just... That was a problem with Kanade, but he kind of had to overcome that. Though, then again, he was the one that did the deed. But he was in agreement to it. And Nakomi. Yeah. He has white arrow.
向こうの話が終わるまでです。クリーチャーを生まないためですよ。
She's gonna try to. Nope. Not working. Oh. Wait. Oh yeah, I think the wings can dodge them, right? He's really... He was really betting on the old Mirai. Okay, what is this question?
人間に大切なのは未来だと言った。でも人類は滅亡する。しかも行き過ぎた科学も手伝った結果だと。ならどうして滅亡に向かう科学の方向を変える？
Because fate is predetermined, blah blah blah. Yeah. That part I agree. Yes. Yeah. Sure, but yeah, but that's no, that I do not agree with that. Mm-hmm. I I hate this conversation so much. For the world, for humanity, for the future. All humans only live for themselves.
その理想にどれだけ近づけるかが人の幸せなんだ。この神選びで偽の神を作らず、神はいないとするのが博士の理想。それでは犠牲が伴いすぎる。犠牲者を一人でも少なく終わらせるのが俺の理想。
Yeah, I agree with Mirai here. Mm-hmm. Because Saki... So he's taken hostage.
君が偽りの神になることを諦めるか、諦めなければイエローが死ぬ。これが現状、偽りの神を生まない一番確率の高い手段なの。
That's not a predetermined fate. You took fate into your own hands.
時間は28秒。
Why 28 seconds in specific? Like, why not 30? 28. Oh, he's being controlled, manipulated, rather. Yeah. Hey, you said you want to talk. One second. A little over a second left. But he's still holding the white arrow. I need there to be a god. I mean, either way... Either way, Saki would die in this...
もう少し冷静な判断ができる人間だと思ったが、私の買いかぶりだったようだ。君は12分49秒前、数の問題であり私を倒せば数百万の命が救われると言ったが、今の発言はイエロー一人のために、その数百万の命を見捨てると言ってるのと同じだ。
I see where he's going with this, but I'm still trying to see what is Mirai's thinking process here, because he's still holding the white arrow. And what I was trying to say is that either path would lead to Saki dying. Either Naomi kills her and he kills Yoneda, or Yoneda kills all of them. What do you mean baselessly? Ah.
友情、恋人、仲間は読者を喜ばせるための小説の小道具でしかないとあなたが書いたものを読みました。
Mm-hmm.
愛、友情、仲間だ。
現実では大抵それらは得られず、得られたとしても最後には裏切られるものだとも。
So
光だ。
you always expect betrayal?
現実でそんな風に感じていた時も。
I mean, like, yeah, he can say she's the most. He can say she's the most important thing to him right now. It could change in the future, sure, but right now, from what he knows, yeah. Ah, so you're saying he's never been in love. Edgelord. What was that scene of Yuri?
次の命の選択がより意義を持つ。
次の命の選択。
次の選択は君が死ぬかイエローが死ぬかだ。
It's gonna. Of course, that would be the next step in that. Yeah. And again with a 28-second thing. Why 28? Nakaomi, see? I was right.
もし飛んできた白の矢を避けた場合、イエローは死ぬ。
ルベル、架橋君に伝えて、私は大丈夫って。
サキ、ダメです。ルベルもヤゼリもこの部屋から出たら全員殺します。
Yeah. So about priorities. Okay, I'm trying to see what's the point of the 28 seconds. Uh-huh. And now we're quiet. Yeah, no. Otherwise there will be a god.
彼女が必要としているのは金だ。彼女が満足して生きていけるくらいの援助は何でもない。
へえ、博士が私のパトロンになってくれるの？それならどっちに転んでもなんとかなるかも。
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, like there's no guarantee Saki's safety or Yuri. What? Nothing. Yeah, I guess at the end it is her partner's life is at stake. I mean, that's kind of true, but a bit brutal to say it honestly. But then again, it's not safe. Of course, she's gonna talk honestly. Anything. Both small stuff and brutal stuff. It's all welling up to... Yeah, but he's not realized that her lifestyle's at stake here.
時間だ。中海、レッドが逃げたらイエローを刺せ。
If he blocks it, he's not fleeing. And... Are you serious? Of course, that cliffhanger. They took it things very slowly. What can be done there? Like the cop was hit by the red arrow by Yumiki, which was hit by the red arrow from Saki, right? Or are they affected by... No, wait. I think that ran out and he's affected by his... They're affected by his red arrow. So is the cop gonna jump in there? So what I can imagine is the cop jumping in there, or him blocking with the white arrow. Because technically, that is not fleeing or getting hit. But other than that, I cannot see any way Mirai gets out of there alive. Maybe there is something that... Maybe there's a plot twist that's gonna show up. But yeah. But that's the problem there, because that's all speculation that Saki and Yuri are going to be alive. But no, his plans get rid of all of them, including himself. At the end of that. So there it is. We are having the one-on-one situation. It was like 5-on-2. But then he convinced him to be a technically a 2-on-1, but apparently the cops are not the cops, him specifically, because Yumiki was trying to help Saki. Wait, but if Yumiki is affected by Mirai's red arrow, wouldn't she be more worried about Mirai instead of helping Saki? Or is it because Mirai loves Saki that she's helping Saki for Mirai's sake? I can't remember anymore. There was all that talk about the futures being predetermined by just the consequence of everything. Everything's just a sequence of actions. I disagree with that. Things can change. So, no, it's not predetermined. Like, I'm just tired of that talk of predetermined fate. Like, there's all those questions that Yoneda was asking Mirai, which, as I pointed out, don't really matter because Saki would all of them would end up being gone if he goes Yoneda's way. So there's really no point for Mirai to agree with him, to concede. Because if he doesn't, it's still gonna happen. Right? No. If he doesn't concede, something's gonna happen. If he does concede, it's still gonna happen. There we go. And yeah, they all have red arrows and he has a white one. How did he manage to take them all? I guess they just got scared of the white arrow, because technically they could do what Mirai was doing back then against Metropolitan by walking and defending with the red arrow. But I guess he needs a certain level of reflex to do that, and maybe none of them have that, or at least they're not confident enough to try that. There's that too, you know, small detail. So yeah, all this talk, and he's using Saki as a hostage so that Mirai can just go down easily. And like, oh, he didn't research on him. It's not hard. They've been together for so long. What else is there? I think that's it, right? I already talked about what could happen. Both the cop, which I still don't remember the name. You know what? I'm gonna check right now. Hoshi. I'm gonna try to remember that for next week. His name is Hoshi. So, what was I gonna talk about Hoshi again? I was so focused on trying to remember his name. Yeah, I'm having a hard time remembering why I'm talking about. What was I gonna talk about Hoshi? Oh, that's right. So, the reason I mentioned Hoshi was he would get in the way. That's one of the possibilities. Mirai would block, which is not fleeing nor getting shot, and some plot twist out of nowhere. It's gonna happen. One of these three. But with that being said, see you next time. Bye.